Let's chat with the JSPL management then and understand the way the business is going to shape up in the near term. Ravi Uppal, MD at JSPL, joins in on the show. Ravi, hi, morning. The current commission capacity for your company stands at 2,500 megawatts, working on commissioning additional thermal capacity as well. What is your sense in terms of where it's going to actually pan out and how it's going to look like in the near future?
But the JSPL today has a capacity of 2,500 megawatt, which is already commissioned and operating, and we are currently commissioning projects with a capacity of about 2,500 megawatt more. This is all thermal capacity. So this basically means by early 2015 we should be having a total thermal capacity of about 5,000 megawatt. And then in addition, then we have further schemes which are under implementation. And I would say that if you consider by year 2020, our thermal capacity alone will be about 10,000 megawatt. That's what we are working towards. In addition to thermal capacity, we are also setting up hydel capacity. We have taken up a very major project, which is going to be the biggest hydro project in this country, with a total capacity of about 6,000 megawatt in the northeastern part of the country, which is in Arunachal Pradesh. And so if that also comes on stream by 2020, that capacity will be over and above the thermal capacity that we are building.
Ravi, issues of coal supply have been impacting the power sector in India. How has JSPL been coping up with the issues of coal supply and securing captive coal sources?
Well, the coal supply is widely known as a big issue. JSPL is no exception. We are also affected by it. As a matter of fact, some of our thermal projects could have moved faster, if we had a short supply of coal, which is not the case today. Some of the projects we had to defer until the coal supply is assured. But we are working with the perseverance. We are not giving up, and we are going to sort of build up thermal capacity, I just mentioned earlier. But fuel issue is one of the major issues affecting the entire power generation industry in the country. I think the IPPs are in specific affected more because they really have to fight it. And we all know that coal is the mainstay of energy in this country. But there are a lot of issues involved with it, whether they're gaining the mine rights, getting the land, getting all the clearances, and then the logistics. So I think it's a huge challenge. But I think we're gradually learning how to manage this challenge, and I'm sure that we will continue to build our projects which are coal-based. JSPL, we continue to look for coal supply both within India and outside, and it is one of the key inputs. So we will not leave any stone unturned to see that we gain access, assured access to the coal supply for the projects that we have undertaken.
So Ravi, where do you see merchant power prices headed in, say, the next 1 year? And what is your outlook on margins in the power business, which was facing pressure due to the declining prices?
But the merchant the prices of power, they go through certain seasonality. There are times when the power demand is huge. There are lean times. As of now, the market for the merchant is quite lean, and the rates are come down to a relatively low level. But I do feel that over a period of time, the merchant prices of power will be somewhere very close to the typical PPA prices which are being signed, which would be in the range of about 3 rupees around, plus minus 5%, depending as to where the power is being produced. So, and where the power is being asked for. So on the whole, I think merchant prices will stabilize at a range which is very close to the power purchase agreements which are being signed. That's how I look at it.
Ravi, give us an update on the international operations, especially what's happening in Cameroon and Mozambique, and what is the status of projects planned in some of the African regions?
Well, let me first tell you that we as a group, for us, coal and iron ore, both of them are very key inputs for our operations. Therefore, it comes natural that we are always looking for sources whereby we could secure the supply of these two minerals. So as a part of this strategy, we are not confining our research just to India, but we're going beyond that. And African continent is one of the places where we are looking for supply of coal and iron ore. So Mozambique and Botswana are two places where we have acquired mines. and the commercial operation in Mozambique have started. Already from December this year we will be getting the supplies. Our first focus is to get the coking coal from there, and I am quite optimistic that the whole operation can stabilize very soon, and we'll get a steady supply of the coking coal in India. In addition to coking coal, we will also be producing the thermal coal, and we are now working out arrangements or logistics to see how that coal can be used for power projects in India. And as far as Cameroon is concerned, we are looking at Cameroon from the point of view of sourcing iron ore, and but this is a bit too early for us to make the final view, take a final view on Cameroon. The matter is under sort of investigation. Once the feasibility and viability of the project is established, only then we will take the final decision.
Right, and what's the update on the Jitpur coal block?
The Jitpur coal block, the work is under rapid progress right now. We are going to supply the coal from Jitpur for our Goda project, which is 2 units of 660 megawatt. I'm very happy to tell you that this progress is on a rapid pace. We hope to commission this project latest by early 2015. And so Jitpur, of course, has had its challenges. It's a somewhat socially disturbed area, but through our major CSR initiatives, we are managing to set up rapport with all the other stakeholders around, and we have got the forest clearance, the environment clearance, we got the water supply. So I think it's moving on well, and I'm quite optimistic that we will be able to commission our Goda project well in time, and the schedule is that early 2015.
Ravi, what are your capex plans for FY14 for the steel business, and when are the new capacities of Angul being implemented?
You know that we have taken up a major project in Angul, where we are setting up the phase 2. Phase 1 is under completion, which will come on stream in the early part of 2013-14, and at the same time we have kicked off our project works under phase 2. And phase 2, is investment of close to 15,000 crores, and this is the progress has been quite steady. And in addition to this, we are also going to complete our project in Oman, where we are setting up a 2 million ton plant, and that should also come on stream by the middle or third quarter of next year. And of course then we continue to look for other projects, but all is going to depend as to how much access we get to the iron ore, which is one of the key inputs. And when it comes to setting up a plant in India, it's not only iron ore. There are other issues relating to land acquisition, getting the forest environment clearances. So I think some of these factors sometimes decide as to how fast you can put your investment in place. So, but we are working very assiduously on this one, and I'm quite optimistic that we will be able to get our projects on stream as per the schedule that we have envisaged.
Ravi, so any plans for taking Jindal Power public in the next 1 to 2 years?
Well, this is a subject that we constantly, which is under our consideration. We are looking at it, but I don't think it's a time which is opportune at this moment for us to take a final decision as to if we are going to the market. But whenever the time is correct, we will certainly consider this as one of the options for raising capital.
Ravi, thanks for taking time out and joining in. Jindal Steel currently lower by about 1%, but that's pretty much the case with the rest of the market too. It's looking little tempered in trade. Mitesh, your trading call?